Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Homage to the most triple gem, the valuable one, the blessed one, and the Dhamma, his teaching, and the order of monks. Pay my deep respect to the most venerable Mahasangha, and good morning from Arizona, good evening to our audiences throughout the world. So today we are going to continue our Sutta, Ākankheyya Sutta, that we have already studied for 2 days already, but we did not complete it yet because the lack of times and the interruption of internet. So Ākankheyya Sutra is the sutra delivered by the Buddha at Jetavana Monastery, that the Buddha appreciates monks for practice in good virtues, in Patimokkha, and practice Vipassana. So it is very important that all of us as the monks and lay devotee should be perfect, should be practiced in along with Dhamma. The Buddha just showed us the way how to gain the absolute result of your practice. If you want to be good, if you want to have all of this, as mentioned by the Buddha, for example, that we have already come across, if the Bhikkhu or everyone in Buddha Sasana, Bhikkhu, Bhikkhuni, Samanera, Samaneri, Sakamana, or lay devotees who dwell process of virtue. The process of virtues means Sila Sampanna, Sampanna Sila, process of virtues, perfect in morality, and process of the Patimokkha, some Patimokkha Sampanna. So you are good in training in Patimokkha, restraint with the restraint of Patimokkha. So you have restraint in Patimokkha. So all the 227 precepts you have perfectly understand and practice, perfect in conduct and resort. So you are good in achara, your behavior like speak or act or doing something perfectly, and resort where you are going to find your shelter, your food, or your requisites. So all of those, and seeing fear in the slightest fault, you see the fear in only very small offense, faults. You don't want to commit with any crime, and train by undertaking the training process, and you keep studying. This is how the way, and you want to gain all of these things. Start from the number 3, that one want to be dear, agreeable, and respect and esteemed by your companions in the holy life, Brahmachari. So just practice it, just do it, just be mindful, just be fulfill in precepts and Vipassana, meditation, and happy or enjoy pleasures in empty hearts. This is the results of your practice. And also, if you want to gain 4 requisites easily, you want to get robe, arms, food, resting place, or medicinal requests, and if you want to, your relative, your family, or your family members who pass and remember you with confidence, they can be resulted in the good practice. Also, you should practice in morality, good morality, and you will be a conqueror of fears and threats, and fear cannot threat you, or fear cannot overcome you. You only abide transcending fears and threats wherever they arise. So it happened, and you can disappear all of the fear and threat. And also, if you want to obtain anything at will, it means that you will get what you want. You will definitely get what you want. Also, be practice. And you can obtain, or you can reach the absolute highest of practice, highest realms of the arupa chana. So liberate from all material things. So to be peaceful and immaterial means to liberate, to overcome all the material things, and to reach the emancipation. And destruction of 3 feeder to become a Sotapanna. So a stream enterer means the Sotapanna. So to become a Sotapanna, you will destroy the 3 feeders. 3 feeder means Sakaya Ditti, Vichikicha, and Silabbata Paramasa. Sakaya Ditti is the wrong view. Sakaya Ditti is the wrong view on yourself. And Vichikicha, doubt or skepticism. You have doubt in Buddha, doubt in Dhamma, doubt in Sangha. And Silabbata Paramasa, your belief is not stay still. Your belief is just here and there. You hear somebody discussing about this thing, and you link, you follow, or you binge to them. You binge to them. So your confidence, your zatha is not stay still. That means paramasa. So when you want to destroy these 3 feeders, Sakaya Ditti, Vichikicha, and Silabbata Paramasa, and become a Sotapanna, you should practice. And also, when you want to become one returner. One returner means Sakadagami. Sakadagami means one returner, once returner. So one returner, you have to destroy the same 3 feeders, Sakaya Ditti, Vichikicha, and Silabbata Paramasa, with attenuations of lust, hate, and delusion. It means you cover, you threaten, you make lust, mean raga, hate, dosa, delusion, moha, should be sliced down, should be the raga, dosa, and moha is not strong. It become low, it become slight. So Sakadagami, a once returner, destroy the 3 feeders, and also to straighten or to treat or to make lust, hate, and delusion is not strong. It weaken, to weaken the lust, hate, and delusion. So become a one returner, Sakadagami. So should be practiced. And the number 13, if you want to become reappear become due to reappear spontaneously in the pure about. It means the non-returners. Non-returner means anagami. This phrase should be translated as anagami. So reappear spontaneously or above in the pure about, it means non-returner, anagami. If you want to become an anagami, you have to destroy 5 lower feeders. Orampagaya sangyojana. Orampagaya sangyojana, or 5 lower feeder like Sakaya Titi, Vijikicha, Silapata Brahmasa, Kamachanda, and Vyapada. So these five lower feature should be abandoned or should be destroyed by anagami. So if you want to become an anagami, you have to practice. So we stopped that from last Friday. So now we continue from number 14. So who want to continue? Who want to read? So who will not read yet? Let me see. Hyung Suk Kim, did you read on Friday? Not yet, right?
Not yet, sure.
Okay, please continue number
13 or 14.
Yeah, 14 and 15. 2 paragraphs, please.
Is a Piku should wish, may I will the various kinds of supernormal power having been one, may I become many, having been many, may I become one, may I appear and vanish, may I got unhindered through a wall, through an enclosure, through a mountain, as though those space, may I die in and out of the earth, as though it were water, may I walk on water without thinking, as though it were earth, seated cross-legged, may I travel in space like a bird, may I with my hand, may I touch and stroke the moon and sun, so powerful and mighty. May I well bodily mastery, even as far as the Brahma world. Let him fulfill the precept. 15. If a Piku should wish, may I, with the divine air element, which is purified and surpasses the pure man, hail both kind of sound and divine of the pure man, those that are far as well as near, let him fulfill the precept.
Okay, thank you very much, Hyung Suk Kim. So here the number 14, if bhikkhus or anyone who practice in this Buddha Sasana wish to be what? May I wield the various kinds of supernormal power. What is the various kinds of supernormal power? It is one of the knowledge that gained by the Buddha and Arahant. Iti viti vicha. Iti viti vicha. Iti viti vichas mean here, having been one, may I become many. So the monk or those who gain the various kind of supernormal power can make one to be many, or can make many to be one. So as he wish, to appear and vanish, appear to be present, vanish to disappear. May I God enhanted through the wall, so he can walk through the wall. The wall cannot hinder him. Through an enclosure. Enclosures mean bakara. it is the same wall, and or close some where is dark or close by anything, close by the wall, close by the fence, or close by the mountain, or everything that entered him, but he can walk through a mountain, through a wall, through space. Space means the akasha, the space. May I dive in and out of the earth as though it were water. So he can dive into the earth, Patavi, earth, like he dives in the water. Walk on water without sinking as walk on the earth. Can go through water without any sinking, like going on the earth. Seated cross-legged, may I travel in space like a bird. So he can fly like crossing leg palangkang kapiya. It means sit cross-legged, your leg crossing, and can be fly like a bird. And he can touch or stroke the moon and the sun. This moon sun have so powerful and mighty. It means the sun very, very hot, so no more people cannot go close to the sun. See you now in this summertime, even though we are many thousand miles from the sun, but the heat still heat us, still burn us. So we don't say that we go to touch the sun, right? So it is very dangerous that someone like a simple one to touch the sun. But the monks who obtain or who wear the various kinds of supernormal power, he can touch the moon and the sun, or stroke the moon and the sun by his hand. So he can go to Brahma world easily and fastly as he wants. So if anyone want to have these kinds of knowledge, the various kinds of supernormal power activity which are, so should be practiced, fulfill the precept. And number 15, it is to get divine ears. Divine ear means Dipasutta. Dipasutta, the ear, divine ear. Divine ear that can hear both sound, human sound and divine sound, and the sound wherever, far or near. He can hear clearly everywhere. If he wishes to hear any sound anywhere, he can hear anytime and immediately. So this is called divine ear element, Dipasutta, divine ear. And from number 16 and 17, 16, 17.
ជាត្រែបងគ្រូគឺកណ្ណាសូមមួយចម្ងល់មួយ
Okay.
បងគ្រូមានត្រាដីកាថាអាចបំលែងខ្លួនទៅចាប់ព្រះទឹកក៏បានទៅចាប់ព្រះច័ន្ទក៏បានអាចហោះទៅឋានព្រំក៏បានចឹងបានស្គាល់ថាទៅទាំងខ្លួនឬក៏គាត់ថាជាលក្ខណៈនិមិត្តហោះទៅឋានព្រះព្រំបងឬក៏ទៅទាំងខ្លួនទៅទាំងអស់តែម្ដងទាំងរូបរាងទាំងមនុស្សយើងឬក៏យ៉ាងម៉េចវិញបងគ្រូនោះ
It go with the body, with the physical body, like when the Buddha was in Ākankheyya, he went to Brahma world. All the Brahma come down to the earth, like Sahampati Brahma disappear from the Brahma world and appear in front of the Buddha in the Rajagaha, in Bodh Gaya. Immediately, like the man released his folded hand and unfolded the folded hand to extend it. So it's very fast. It's very fast. So come with the physical body. It's not just only thinking, it go with the body.
គណៈអរគុណច្រើនគណៈសូមបាក់មួយចកបែបផ្លេងសាច់បន្តិចគណៈសូមព្រះជាស្រ័យគណៈឃើញអ្នកវិទ្យាសាស្ត្រគេតែងតែរំជើលទៅទៅនឹងរឿង black hole អញ្ចឹងកាយជានៅក្នុងចន្លោះ black hole បើមានផ្លូវហោះទៅឋានផ្សេងទៅរបស់អង្គគ្រូណាមាននៅបាទស្ដីនៅព្រះសាសនាឬក៏មានដែរទេអង្គគ្រូនៅទៅ black hole ហោះទៅឋានផ្សេងចូលតាមផ្លូវនឹងទៅដល់កន្លែងផ្សេងអញ្ចឹងតែជាអញ្ចឹងដែរទេឬក៏យ៉ាងណាដែរបងគ្រូនៅនេះក៏ជាការលើកឡើងបែបកផ្លែលេងដែរតែឃើញវិទ្យាសាស្ត្រឬក៏ស៊ីរងគឺរំជើលខ្លាំងណាស់ទៅក្នុង black hole ស្អីអញ្ចឹងណាអរគុណច្រើន
Yeah, this is the different thing. We don't say about black hole. Black hole, it doesn't mean it's not happen. It's not appear. Black hole is like the middle holes of the earth. Is the middle hole of the holes of the earth. It is not rejected by Buddhism, but here that the monk with the supernormal power that can displace from this place to that place or can appear and disappear in anywhere, anytime, it is something different. That is the knowledge by practice. When one practice intensive practice meditation and get the higher knowledge, activity or another kinds of supernormal power, he can go wherever he wants. Even very far, how far is no matter. He can go there immediately. No need to go through black holes, but anywhere, anytime, any moment. So we don't, the black hole or not black hole play no rules in this matter.
គណៈអរគុណច្រើនបងគ្រូគណៈសូមអនុញ្ញាតចាប់មួយសំណួរទៀតជារឿងតខ្លួនណាទៅទៅនឹងថាអាចទៅទីណាបានដោយវិជាអីចឹងទៅពីផ្លាស់ទីពីកន្លែងមួយទៅកន្លែងមួយអីចឹងទៅកណ្ណាមានបទឆ្លប់តខ្លួនមួយគឺតាមដឹងថាខ្ញុំវិញទេគឺប្រហែលជាអ្នកសចាំអ្នកនោះក៏គាត់សម្រេចបាន supernatural power តែគាត់តាមកណ្ណាបងមិនជារឿងជាជីវិតជាក់ស្ដែងមួយកណ្ណាគាត់តាមកណ្ណាចឹងទៅរហូតដល់ផ្ទះតែចូលក្នុងផ្ទះកណ្ណាអត់កើតទេដល់ពេលចឹងទៅក៏យប់ឡើងចូលតាមចូលតាមប្អួយចឹងសួរក្ដាំងគេកណ្ណាភ័យថាអញ្ញណាចូលមកនឹងអត់ព្រាចាក់សោះហើយតែកណ្ណាអត់មានសិទ្ធិអំណាចមើលឃើញនិយាយឆ្លើយឆ្លងគាត់បានទេតែគាត់ជាអ្នកសច្ចាំតែកណ្ណាដឹងថាអ្នកសច្ចាំតាមអ្វីតាមអ្នកថាគេមានវិជាខាងហ្នឹងដែរគេមកលេខទៀតទៅគេឆ្ងល់ថានៅក្នុងទីនេះមានអ្នកសច្ចាំមកនៅក្នុងបន្ទប់អញ្ចឹងណាតែចឹងណាថាកណ្ណាអត់ដឹងផងនិយាយមួយគាត់នេះទៅថាល្អអ្នកមានបនល្អនៅពេលអញ្ចឹងកណ្ណាឆ្ងល់ថាតា supernatural power ហ្នឹងអត់ស្រាប់លោកតាសច្ចាំអ្នកហ្នឹងគាត់និយាយឆ្លងឆ្លើយគ្នាអញ្ចឹងទៅគាត់ថាគាត់ថាសម្រាប់អីចឹងណាតែអញ្ចឹងកណ្ណាจะឆ្ងល់ថាអញ្ចឹងអត់មានរូបអញ្ចឹងតែឆាន់បាយអីទៅណាហូបបាយទៅណាអញ្ចឹងតែជាឆ្ងល់អញ្ចឹងតែសម្រាប់ជាមនុស្សទៅជនធម្មតាដែលគាត់រក្សាសិលបានហើយសម្រាប់អន្តរជាតិបែបហ្នឹងតើពិតជាមានអញ្ចឹងមានដែរទេនឹងនេះគឺបើតបគឺតខ្លួនតែម្ដងមិនមែនជារឿងទៅផ្សេងឯណាត្រាពីហ្នឹងកណាអរគុណច្រើនបងគ្រូតែនេះខ្ញុំមិនដែរបងគ្រូទៅនឹង supernatural power កន្លែងហ្នឹង
There are two kinds of supernormal powers. There is mundane and supramundane. Mundane means lokiya vicha, lokiya. It means mundane supernormal power. And lokuttara supramundane normal power. So not only in Buddhism, before Buddha come to the world, there are many ascetic hermits that we call Rutsi that hermit or ascetic or recluse, Brahmana, who practice in the right way, who practice, for example, in Upanishad theory like Alara Tapasa and Uttagarama Putra, they practice Upanishad in Brahmanism, Upanishad practice. So they can gain the supernormal power, but this supernormal power is in the world we call mundane, the mundane normal power. It achieved by hermit, by ascetic, by recluses, by sramanas. So they can gain that. And also Vidyadhara, Cambodia Khmer have Vidyadhara also can practice some mantra like Chintamani mantra and some other mantra can be can gain all those things, but it is not supramundane. It is not supramundane. It is not Itivicha that can gained by arahants or Arya in Buddhism. It can be two, right? You have to understand that it should be two, supramundane and mundane normal power. It can be. And also in your case, it can be some other. It can be some other too. Some other like unseen being that follow you from the forest, from the mountain, from somewhere, because there are many unseen being, deity or gods, goddess or whatever, whoever can follow you, etc. So it is like that. We don't reject that, because there is mundane and supramundane, supernormal power. You okay. If you cannot, so Senyi, can you continue from 16 to 17? Okay.
So
From 16.
trong hiện án là cô sau chế bịa.
Okay, so who want to start? So brother Nin.
If a Piku should wish, may I understand the minds of other beings? Sorry. Of other persons, having in contrast them with my own mind. May I understand a mind affected by lust as affected by lust, and a mind unaffected by lust as unaffected by lust. May I understand a mind affected by hate as affected by hate, and a mind unaffected by hate as unaffected by hate. May I understand a mind affected by delusion as affected by delusion, and a mind unaffected by delusion and unaffected by delusion. May I understand a contracted mind as contracted and a distracted mind as distracted. May I understand the exalted mind as exalted and an unexalted mind as unexalted. May I understand a surpassed mind as surpassed and unsurpassed mind as unsurpassed. May I understand a concentrated mind as concentrated and an unconcentrated mind as unconcentrated. May I understand a liberated mind as liberated and an unliberated mind as an unliberated. Let him fulfill the precepts. If a Piku should wish, may I recollect my manifold past life, that is, one birth, two births, this with their aspects and their particular, may I recollect my manifold past life. Let him fulfill the precepts.
Thank you. So in number 16 is Tipajakku. Number 16, it is the Tipajakku. So may I understand the minds of other beings. So understand the minds of other beings is Tipajakku, not Parachitta, not Parachitta. And this, sorry, it is Parachitta. Thank you. Yeah, it is Parachitta Vicha. Parachitta, it means understand other minds, the minds of other beings, that you can understand other. You can understand of other. We call Chotopapata Vicha. The second Vicha that the Buddha enlightened in the middle night under the Bodhi tree. Under the Bodhi tree, the Buddha enlightened this. The Buddha gained this knowledge. Chotopapata. He understands other mind. Or in mundane knowledge also, there is Parachitta Vicha, or in Abhinya, in the sixth Abhinya, the higher knowledge, there is understand other minds. So understand other mind and other person, Parachitta. Because when you want, the Bhikkhu wish to have this Parachitta that can understand other minds or the minds of other people by his own mind, because he can understand. Like mind affected by lust. Mind affected by lust means Saragang Chitta. Your mind is fulfilled, the mind is delights in raga, in lust, affected by lust, affected by hatred or hate, dosa, dosang chittang, or mind affected by delusion, moha, samohang chittang, and in the opposite. So we can understand, the one can understand that mind, somebody mind, even though this mind is affected by lust, by hate, by delusion, or not affected by lust, hate, delusion. So one can understand when they have Parichitta Vicha. And also contracted mind. Contracted mind means Sankitang Chittang. Sankitang Chittang means the contracted mind. The mind is not stay still. The mind is not clever. The mind is not brave. The mind folded. The mind not brave. Yeah, it's called contracted mind. Pali word sankitang chittang. And distracted, disturbed. The mind exalted. The exalted and unexalted mind. Also, the mind exalted. This mind is not the same. The mind is in many. The mind is in many. It's not one. And surplus mind and surplus mind and unsurplus mind also, yeah, it is touchable and untouchable mind. The mind is affected and the mind is not affected. And concentrated mind is samadhi, samahitang chittang. The mind is concentrated and the mind is not concentrated. Also can understand. First mind is lokaya chitta and lokutra chitta. So touch and untouched. Surplus mean lokaya and unsurplus mean lokutra. And concentrated means samadhi, samahitang chittang. And unconcentrated is samahitang chittang. Mind is not concentrated. Liberated mind means vimutti chittang, vimuttang chittang, and unliberated mind avimutang chittang. The mind is free. The mind free from defilement. The mind free from kilesha, free from lust, free from hate, free from delusion, free from all the distracted thing, or in trances, or spoiled or diluted. So all of this, that mind liberated, the monk who practice in virtues, in vipassana, in jhana, meditation, so can have paracitta vicca or chutupapata vicca, and can understand, can know all of this kind of thinking. And number 17, manifold past life. To recollect manifold past lives mean chutopapata vicca. Chutopapata vicca, that he can remember the past. He born in one birth, two birth, many birth, 1,000 birth, million birth, that in the past eon, in the past earth, he understands. So it is called pope niva sanusati vicca, to understand in the past life. So we have 3 more paragraphs and we have 7 more minutes. So who want to continue? Okay. So who not reading yet? Seeing her, I think he read already. Kind of night. It's not here.
Yeah, teacher.
Okay, good. Go ahead. From 18 to 20, so to complete it.
18. If because should wish, may I, with the divine eyes, which is purified and surpasses the human, see being passing away and reappearing, inferer and sufferer, fair and ugly, fortunate and unfortunate. May I understand how being passion on according to their action, thus let him fulfill the precept. 19. If because should wish, may I be realizing for myself with direct knowledge herein, now enter upon and abide in the deliverance of mind and deliverance by wisdom that centralized with the destruction of the trend. Let him fulfill the precept, be devoted to internal serenity of mind, not neglect meditation, be possessed of insight and dwell in empty heart. 20. So it was with reference to this that it was said, because possessed of virtue, possessed of the patimokkha, restrained with the restraint of the patimokkha, perfect in conduct and resort, and seeing fair in the slightest fault, trained by undertaking the training precept. That is what the Blessed One said. The Bhikkhus were certified and delighted in the Blessed One's word.
Okay, thank you very much, Kamnat. So the last 3 paragraphs is to complete our sutra. Once a bhikkhu wish that I may I with the divine eyes. So divine eyes mean tipajakku, divine eye. So he can see from very far and distant. He can see many things. Like when the Venerable Anuruddha, his eye is purified, his eye is so clear, his eye is surpassed the human surpass human is like logotra. So surpasses the human mean, so the normal human of the divine eyes, who are the best of divine eyes. So he can see more than normal people can see. And also not only see the form, but can be seeing passing away and reappearing. So those who will die and reborn again also, he can see by his divine eyes. Unfortunate mean dukkati. So he can understand, he can know very well, and understand how being pass according to their action. So all living being can go to all living being based on their karma, based on their action, and born in this world. May I realize myself with direct knowledge. Direct knowledge means prajna. Direct knowledge means prajna. Here and now, enter upon the abide in the deliverance of mind. Deliverance of mind means ceto vimutti. So deliverance of mind means ceto vimutti, that understand that deliverance means to gain or to get rid of all the defilements by his mind. And deliverance by wisdom means panya vimutti. Panya Vimoti, the Arahata Phala. Deliverance of mind means Arahata Magga, and deliverance by wisdom means the Arahata Phala. That are taintless. Taintless means no sangyojana, no defilements. With destruction of the train, with the destruction of the, this is not train, I think it is destruction of the train. Destruction of the train, it means no more sangyojana. So if the monk want to get a higher place, this is the highest, because become an arahant, ceto vimotta and panya vimotta, destruction of all features, destruction of all 10. So it is the highest, the arahant, kina servant, the arahant. So if want to become an arahant, so let's fulfill the precept, be devoted to internal serenity of the mind and not neglected meditation, be possessed of insights and dwells in empty hearts. This is how the monk can gain. So in the last paragraph, the Buddha conclude, so it was with reference to this that it was said, Bhikkhus dwell possessed of virtue, possessed of the Patimokkha, restrained with the restraint of Patimokkha, perfect in conduct and resort, and seeing fear in the slightest fault, trained by undertaking the training precepts. So this is the first paragraph, and come to the last paragraph also. The Buddha said like Sampanna Sila Viharata Bhikkave Sampanna Patimokkha Patimokkha Sangvara Susangvutta Achara Kochara Sampanna Anumatteso Vacheso Payadasavino Samadaya Sakkhatha Sakhapatesu. So this is 12 words that we learn from the very beginning of the sutra. And when the Buddha addressed this sutra, all bhikkhus satisfied and delighted with the Blessed One word. So this is our Ākankheyya Sutra that the Buddha mentioned about how many quality here, how many quality. So it is 17 qualities, 17 anisangsa, 17 benefit of the monk who practice good virtue. From 13 to 19, this is the quality or the benefit of the monks who practice in morality, practice in meditation, samadhi, practice in prajna, wisdom. So he can gain all these 17 benefit, 17 fruit and benefit will be experienced or will be gained by the monk who practice in this in this precept and this morality. So our sutra is done. So you have any question? If you have any question, you can raise the question for now. I see one who asked me in the telegram about writing Theravada with Theravada. So he asked about the word writing. So let me see here. Theravada. So Theravada, it means that we need to know the word. Theravada, if you write with D, you have to put a dot under D. 2 dots. D, you have to put dot like you see in TT, and there is dot under T.
Yes,
So,
teacher, my sorry, teacher, my phone cannot put dot.
oh, okay, I see.
Yes, it
To my,
only computer.
I understand.
I wonder about D and T, teacher.
Yeah, D and T.
Yeah.
When we write letter D equal to Cambodian alphabet as a to, so D equal to that. When you write D with dot, it will be that like this. So this only two, and T, when you write with T, normal T should be equal to Cambodian to, and when the T with dot, it should be do, like this. So just remember, just note it. T and D, T to and do, D is do and do. So just remember that. So it's not difficult with dot and no dot. All the Pali the same writing.
The same writing.
Yeah, same writing. So in normal sound that that we write, and we write like a Cambodian sound is different, but the Pali international, you just learn one sample and every letter, every writing is the same. It's not changed.
Oh, same.
Yeah.
I understand.
Okay. So any other question? If you don't have any question, so next week, next Wednesday, we are going to study about the benefit, the benefits of Vinaya, the benefits of Sila, morality, Anisangsa. So we will study Kemattiya Sutta, the purpose or the benefit. What is the benefits of morality? In Anguttara Nikaya Dasakanipata, volume 10, number 1, the first chapters of Anguttara Nikaya Dasakanipata. So if I will post it into our Telegram. So I already translated, but did not write the Romanized yet. You can write the Romanized Pali yourself, and then I will provide it after. Okay. If you don't have any question, the class should be dismissed. So thank you very much for your participation today. And I'm so sorry about the inconvenience. So it's lie on the page of Venerable Saibun Thon. Thank you very much for Venerable Saibun Thon, who live for us and generate our Zoom, because I cannot open Zoom by myself today. My internet so weak. So Venerable Saibun Thon open Zoom for me from Fresno, California. And he live also from California on his page, because I already add him to the page of International Buddhist Institute, but I don't know what happened that he cannot live to the page. And also thank you for your help today, and thank you everyone from bottom of my heart. So we will meet again on Wednesday. I hope Wednesday that I will get to internet again, and then we will do from here and from our International Buddhist Institute. So thank you very much, and wish you all the best to be secure, happy, and have a happy mind.